my name is Lisa Grace and this is Nailchemy's YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. So on this nail I'm coming in with sherbet lemon and snake oil. I'm going to do an ombre with these. Now ombres are pain in the backside. I don't believe anybody when they say they love doing ombres. Acrylic ombres, in my opinion, are the easiest. Anything else is just a nuisance. But then it depends what colours you've got, depends what colours you're using, depends what medium you're using. If a client comes to me and asks for a black and red ombre, I'm like, no, because I know it's going to stress me out. You know, you can probably, excuse the pun, nail it on one nail, but to get a full set of consistent ombre with two very, very difficult colours to work with, no, not happening. No thanks. Next. Right, so a couple of different techniques that you can use. I'm going to be using the ombre brush. So when I'm using my ombre brush, I'll originally start with just blending this green down to the yellow, just very roughly like this. And then you're going to need tissue to hand because you're going to need to keep wiping your brush off. So as I'm blending, I'm coming left to right and just slowly tickling the green down into the yellow. And keep cleaning your brush. So this is just the first layer. We are going to have to come in again. So I tend not to worry too much about getting... Sorry, I'm just taking a bit of excess off there. I tend not to worry too much about getting the first layer absolutely spot on. Just because if you spend too much time perfecting this and you get it absolutely spot on and then you realise you need a second coat, you've wasted your time. Right, so I'm going to pop that in the lamp just for the first layer. I have got a little trick to show you as well, which is just going to help blend that colour a little more. And as an added extra sneaky little tip, as it so happens, I am going to be using a matte top coat on this nail, just because it's part of the design, but also throwing a matte top coat on helps blur any blending. So lots of little tips and tricks in this one for you. Right, it's clear acrylic. Okay, right, round two. So I'm going to go in again exactly where I was with green. This snake oil is lovely. I think this has been discontinued. It was in the sales section for quite a while and I bagged it. Can't remember what it was reduced down to, but I thought, I mean, I love green. I absolutely love green. I think more people need to have green nails. Yeah, so different techniques that you can use for an ombre. You can use a sponge. Some people just like to use either acrylic powder sprinkled on. What other techniques are there, Sam? For ombre. Gel polish ombre.
I don't really know. I think you've given most of them.
And to be fair, there's loads of different techniques with the brush as well. Some people will swipe quite quickly, left to right. I do that sometimes, to be fair. Keep cleaning that brush off. Just keep blending. It's a dory thing, isn't it? Just keep blending. Just keep blending.
Oh, what thing?
Dory. Like, just keep swimming. Just keep
right.
swimming. Sorry, was I not very clear with my joke
What's dory
there?
got to do with it?
Just going to pull that up a little bit as well. I'm losing a bit of that yellow, so blend the other way. And just keep cleaning your brush. We're getting there, we're getting there. We will get rid of these brush strokes, don't worry. It just requires a lot of blending and a lot of patience, of which I don't really have much of the latter. I never really do. Nice feather-light touches as well. Don't go too heavy with your pulling, because you'll end up with more brush strokes in there. I've never tried the sponge method. Maybe I should. Maybe I should do that on one of my other videos. Not today. One ombre is enough today. Right, we're getting somewhere now. We're getting somewhere. I see how those brush strokes are slowly disappearing now. More and more blending. You're just essentially mixing it all together. But you've got to keep cleaning your brush. Right, we're getting somewhere. Look, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Right. Okay, pop that in the lamp for me, please, Sam. It's going to get me... Clear acrylic powder. Clear acrylic powder. This is key. You're going to need your no wipe top coat for this. And basically all we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle a thin layer of clear acrylic powder into a wet top coat. And it's just going to blur it a little bit. So... top coats. Make sure you go all the way down the side walls. And then I'm going to use my cuticle pusher just to scoop up some of this acrylic powder and just start sprinkling that on there. Okay, pop that back in the lamp for me, please, Sam. That can go away. Now, if I was velvet matte top coat, I would be here. Okay, when that comes out, give that a good dust off, get rid of any excess acrylic powder. And can you see how that just helps blend it all? Just gives a little bit more... more assistance. Right, I'm using the velvet matte top coat. Got a little lump on the end there. So definitely when you're doing an ombre, have a good think about the colours that you're using. Because some are an absolute nightmare to blend. It just depends on the pigment in them, to be honest. So as I was saying earlier on, your darker colours, your reds, your blacks, deep blues, they can be a nightmare depending on what you're blending them into as well. Sometimes throwing in a third colour in the middle sometimes helps. Pop that in the lamp for me, please, Sam. So the design I'm going to be using on top, I'm actually going to be using these nice bright acrylic colours. So I'm going to use Begonia and Mirage. Oh my god, that's so bright. Look at this. Right, so I need my 10mm liner and I need my white artisan paint. I'm going to use the tack-free one just because this isn't going to get top coated. So just a small, I say a small amount, I've got enough on there for bloody 20 nails. I'm just going to do a simple design using my liner and the artisan paint. I'm just going to do a small corner of a square in the corner of the nail. The reason I'm using white is because once we've popped the acrylic powders on, the white underneath will really make them pop, make them nice and vibrant. Okay, let's do this in yellow. So same as with the clear powder. Where's me thingy gone? There it is. Just going to get a small amount of this, sprinkle it on, tap off any excess, come again, tap off any excess, make sure it's loaded up, and then that can go in for a cure, please Sam. Lids back on products because we all know what I'm like. When that comes out, you can give that a dust off. And then I'm going to come around the edge. I might use... What glitters have I got? Have I got any neon glitters?
I don't know what you've got.
Well, why don't you know what I've got?
Because every time I come, you've got new stuff, and because we've both been working so hard, I haven't checked what new stock you've got.
Yeah, I don't know what I've got. I'm going to have a look in a second.
I love making a list, so I'm going to come over and make a list for
I want this glittery, I think. 1 second. Right, I have just found some awesome glitters, neon glitters, so I'm changing things up a little bit. Look at that. Look at that. Right, brush. If I was a brush, I would be over here. Right, so let's sprinkle that on. Tap off any excess. Right, Sam, pop that in the lamp for me, please. And then we'll figure out what we're doing next, because I'm now distracted with glitters and prettiness and all things sparkly. Do I throw some pink in there? Do I throw some orange in there? But Sam, they're so pretty.
You can use them on another nail.
But Mum. Oh,
again,
I think
it's up to you.
I think I need a tea break. Tea break after this one. Right. Oh, look at that glitter. Right, get rid of that. Yeah, it needed something sparkly, didn't it? So the question is, my next section, oh no, I think just that one sparkly bit's enough, you know. What do you think, Sam?
It wouldn't matter what I thought anyway, because
I'll do whatever
the opposite.
I can't swear, Lisa. Don't swear.
No, I get told off for doing that.
Start it up. Start it up. So if you didn't want to do all of this, you could also just do some kind of design in black. And I think that would look really cute as well. So if you're not adding glitter or pigments or anything, you could do this in black, and I think over the bright colours underneath that'd look really good. What was I going to say?
You're talking about doing it in black.
Oh yeah, just thickening this up just a little bit, mostly because I messed up and had to thicken up the bottom bit. Considering I've got concussion and I'm not wearing my glasses,
you're not doing
that's all right. That's not gone too bad at all. Right, I'm going to use the yellow again for this bit, if I can get any on there. Tap off that excess. Okay, pop that in the lamp for me, please. I really like that. I'm glad we did the green and the yellow. Although I didn't get to use Mirage, but that begonia, I was going to say Bologna then. Is Bologna a word? Is it a place?
Bologna. Yes, I think it is. Somewhere in June.
What's begonia?
Begonia is a flower.
Oh, yeah, I don't do gardening, so.
Neither do I. But my garden looks fantastic, even though I don't garden.
My garden doesn't.
Oh, I tried.
Yeah, pop that out. Okay, give this a really, 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 really good dust off. Get rid of all those pigments out. Side walls. Da, da, da. I'm glad we did that little bit of glitter. That looks really nice. You can't quite see it on the camera. Right, where are me not so lint-free wipes?
I don't know.
I need to clean up on aisle 2. Oh, there's one. Right. There. I'm just going to use the Kiwi cleanser just to come in these sidewalls around the cuticle, just where the pigments and glitters like to get in there and stain the skin. Okay, cuticle oil. Which one do you want? What's this one? Melon. Let's. Oh no! Look what I've done. I was just about to say, be careful not to get your cuticle oil on the matte finish, because it takes the matte off. But there we go. Just wipe most of that off. Near enough. That's all right. Yeah, go steady with your cuticle oil, guys.
Okay.
And there we go. There we have it. Oh, there's cuticle oil everywhere. And there you go.
She needs coffee, guys.
I do. I'm going for coffee.
So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit like on that video, drop any comments that you've got down in the comment section below, and more importantly, make sure you hit subscribe so that you get a notification for all of our future videos. All of the products that I've used today you can find on our website, which is nailchemy.co.uk, and I will see you in the next video.